Hey everybody, happy y'all don't even know what today is. What is today? Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope everybody had a good day. Y'all, I'm on my desktop and it looks so weird because I'm never on my never go live on the desktop and it's huge. Like my face is big. So hopefully it's not showing like that to y'all. But yep, y'all, by the title of the video, I decided to hop on here, talk to y'all a little bit about learning how to make money online, possibly replace your 9 to 5 income if that's something you actually want to do. I was able to do it, so you can do it too. And how you can make money selling digital products, y'all. So simple, so easy. I don't want to say easy, but very, very simple to do and get into if you are really, really want a way out or a way to make extra income, y'all. I did it, y'all. I'm just a regular was a regular working mom, but I no longer work my 9 to 5 because I quit my job back in March, y'all. So it's been almost a full 6 months. Actually, is it March, April, May, June, July? Oh, yes. Dang, time flies, y'all. So at the end of August, it's gonna be 6 months since I've quit my 9 to 5, y'all. And the only reason I was able to do that is because I learned a high income skill, digital marketing. That's the only reason. I learned the skill and it taught me how to show up online and sell digital products. That's literally what I did, y'all. I got in this journey because I was just sick and tired of going to work every day, being miserable, didn't like my job. It was stressful. And then on top of not liking the job, imagine dealing with not making enough money for what you do. So that made it even worse, right? So I got to a point where I was just so tired of showing up every day just to be stressed out emotionally, mentally, y'all, every single day. And I went online, y'all. Went online, started looking for ways to make money. And the one thing that kept coming up was digital products, y'all. Everybody's selling digital products, like all over the world, not just the US, like everywhere. And I was like, dang, how is everybody making all this money? And at first, like we all do, we all think everything is just not real and it's fake. We all have that moment. It's just some people never get out of the moment. But some of us realize, okay, this is actually real. So I realized how real it was. And then I also realized like I needed to figure out a way to do it, to learn it and learn it the right way. So that's when I started researching and coming across the different courses. And I ended up buying a course called UBC. I actually bought it through a girl on Instagram who I was following. I bought the course from her, y'all, and my life has never been the same, hasn't been the same since. That's literally what happened. Bought the course from her and learned what I needed to learn. I was able to learn and earn at the same time. So while I was going through the course, I was also promoting the course. That was my digital product. So not only was I able to learn the skills that I needed to learn, I actually was using that as my first digital product because they give you the rights to resell, right? So I was teaching other women how to do the exact same thing that I was doing. And eventually I made my first sale, $500. And then a lot after that, right? Because as the months went on, I got better at what I was doing. I learned more. I mastered the skill. So I was able to make a lot of money, y'all. I started my journey in April of 2024. And in the month of May, that very next month, I made $10,000 in May by May alone as a beginner, y'all, which is crazy, y'all. Every time I say that, I'm just like, dang. Some people, it takes them way longer to make that kind of money, and some people are able to do it faster. But the fact that I did it, and the only thing I could think about is what if I wouldn't have started, because I almost didn't invest in myself. I almost didn't do it, right? So that was pretty much the best thing I could have did because it allowed me to learn how to do this. And then I eventually went on to like get other digital products. I even created some of my own, and I started selling multiple digital products, y'all. And here I am over a year later, a little bit over a year. Well, it ain't even a little bit no more. I started in April. So this year, April made a year. So I'm what? May, June, July, like a year and 3 months since I started. And I'm no longer struggling, no longer living paycheck to paycheck, no longer in $20,000 of credit card debt because I paid off all my debt. And I don't work for nobody, y'all. I don't have to work and clock into some 9 to 5 that I hate. Like I literally wake up and start my day how I want to start it. I can work from anywhere because the good thing about digital products is you can sell them from anywhere, right? You don't have to be in one location. You can do it from your phone. You can access the courses from your phone. You can access them from a laptop, any kind of device, right? As long as you got internet, you can work basically. So it really changed my life, like in a whole different place. I'm in a different place. I built other streams of income, y'all. So not only just selling digital products, I got monetized on YouTube. So I make money just from blogging and doing YouTube videos. And now I'm learning trading, y'all. I'm building another stream of income at this point because that's the whole point, y'all. That's the goal of this, not to stop. When you master one thing, baby, let's move on and master the next. Because the more income streams you got, you never gonna have to worry about going back to a 9 to 5. Because when one ain't doing good for the month, you got another one, right? So that's the mindset you gotta have. And y'all, at this point, I've made a lot of money. And the crazy thing is, the most shocking thing out of all of this is the fact that I don't work, y'all. I worked my whole life. Like, I literally do not work a 9 to 5. Like, I work for myself. And this all started with me paying to invest in UBC, y'all. Like, I almost didn't do it because I was like, oh, I'm not paying for the course. I don't need it, this. But at the end of the day, y'all, why would you not invest in yourself? Why would you not buy the course? It's not like you buying the course just to learn. It's also a product that you can sell. So you get in a product you can sell and learn from. Hey, MJ, I don't see your message. I think you deleted it. But yeah, y'all. So I looked at it, but then I missed it. So I don't know if you rewriting it or not. But that's how you got to view this, y'all. It's a one-time investment into learning a skill. And then if you invest with the right product, you able to learn from that same product and also use it as a product you want to promote. Or you don't have to, y'all. People think like when you buy a course, you have to market it. You don't. But the whole point of that course, y'all, should be teaching y'all skills, should be teaching y'all marketing skills, how to sell. And then one of the main things you should be learning is branding. Y'all, branding is so important. Like, people be sleeping on branding. Like, y'all can do your own research when I say that. Because how do you think you're gonna make the money? How you think you're gonna make the money? It's your branding, y'all. It's how you show up online, how you speak, how you make somebody feel, even all the way down to your aesthetic, your colors, everything, y'all. All of that is a part of branding, your messaging, your voice, like all of that. And you learn how to master that and how to understand your brand so that you're able to portray that through your content when you selling your digital products. Why do you think some people choose some people over others? Do you think I worry about the fact that other people sell UBC? No. Do you think it has ever stopped me? No. When I got in this game as a complete beginner in April, y'all, do you know how long people were already selling UBC? Probably like a year before that, right? They were already like good at it. There was people who had already made millions of dollars from selling UBC, right? And then here I am eventually coming in as a beginner. I could have let that discourage me. I could have let that stop me. And y'all, a lot of people do because they get to comparing themselves to other people. And I'm here to tell you, do not compare yourself to other people. Thank you, Jerry. How are you? But do not compare yourself to other people because you don't know what they went through to get where they at. You don't know how long they've been doing it. And I guarantee y'all, they done failed a lot. But you know how many times I failed? A lot. How many times something didn't work out how I wanted it to work out? But people, you don't always see that. So people like to compare when they in the beginning of their journey, they looking at somebody else's content and they like, well, dang, how she get this many views and how she get a sale today and how she do this. You don't know how long she been doing it and you don't know exactly what she doing. So that right there causes a lot of people not to start. And then you got those people who are like, well, why would anybody buy from me? The same reason they bought from Sally Sue when she started. The same reason they bought from me. Like, do y'all realize everybody started from zero? Everybody had to start from somewhere, even the people who have hit $1 million. And I follow a lot of people who make $1 million, y'all, in less than a year. And now that I'm in this space and I know that, y'all, that don't sound crazy to me. Like, in the beginning, when I first heard that, I'm like, $50,000 a month? I mean, do they mean a year? Like, because that sounds insane to the average working person. Because we are conditioned to think like we got to go show up at this 9 to 5 every day. We got to struggle. We got to barely make ends meet. Ain't no such thing as making 10, 20, 30, 40, 50K in a month. It is, y'all. It truly is. So just think about it. In the beginning of my journey, my second month, I made 10,000. You see what I'm saying? So it's very possible for people to do. And it's not far-fetched as people think. It's all part of your mindset, how far you want to think ahead, right? Some people just stuck in that mindset where it's like they're gonna always be struggling because you gotta really, like, it really takes you shifting your mindset in order to succeed in this space. even to start in this space, you need to shift your mindset, right? Because only the people who really believe and see the value in all of this, those are the people who actually jump on it and start, y'all. Those are the people who say, okay, I'm fixing to invest so I can learn what I need to learn. At the end of the day, you're not losing nothing. Because when you buy the course, you're going to gain so many skills. And y'all, you got to think about it. You making a one-time investment into a product. And when you sell it, you making your money back. Do y'all realize you making a one-time investment? If I would have let that $500 investment hold me back, do y'all know how that's insane? Because at the end of the day, y'all made it back with one sale. And everything after that is profit because you selling the same digital products, y'all. That's why digital products are so profitable. They're not like physical. We don't gotta go buy inventory. When you selling shirts, you gotta go buy more shirts when you run out, right? So you're gonna take some of your profit and you're gonna have to rebuy it. Digital products don't work like that. That's how people are winning. You buying the product once because it's digital, you keep reselling the same product. It makes no sense to go keep rebuying the same digital product. You already have it, right? So that's how you have to view it. That investment into your education, into yourself, into learning a skill, y'all, very much so worth it. I haven't heard anybody complain, even the people who may not have made their first sale yet, because at the end of the day, you gaining a lot of knowledge, and if you don't give up, you are destined to make a sale. Like it's no other way. You can't go backwards, right? You can't do this forever and think that nobody's gonna buy it from you. And then you have to realize just because you knew does not mean nothing, y'all. I could have let me comparing myself to other people stop me from starting. Do you think it stopped me from making 10K as a beginner? And there was people already doing this. You know why? Because the people who saw me liked me for a reason and they chose to buy from me. You know why? Because I learned how to build a brand online. How did I learn that? From the course that I bought, UBC, y'all. So hopefully all of this is making sense. That's how I learned how to do it. And then as you grow, you can start making your own products, y'all. A lot of people make their own products. I've made a few ebooks. I'm in the process of making something. Maybe we'll see. I ain't gonna talk too much on that, but you can go on to make your own products. You can even make your own course if you want to just create ebooks. If you whatever you want to create. By that time, you've learned a lot because you have a course that's teaching you, and you can go on to make other things. That's not to say you have to resell the course. You can literally use it as knowledge. And in my opinion, why not sell it though in the beginning to make money, right? But as you grow and you get better at what you do and you decide like, okay, I want to go into this specific type of content and you don't mind making your own product, make it. If you don't and you want to work smarter, baby, buy a done for you product. Like that is a big thing, y'all. A lot of these people are not buying products are not making products from scratch. They buying done for you products that are already done that you're able to like take and rebrand and re-edit in. Depending on the kind of product you buy, you can change the name. You don't have to give credit to anybody. It just depends on the type of rights you get with it. But nobody's really, I don't want to say nobody, but in the beginning, you don't want to be a beginner struggling in Canva to make a product. Like, why would you do that? Especially if you completely new. I do not recommend that to no beginner. When I started, I already knew this, baby. I was not trying to do that. I was trying to make money. So I bought the course, and baby, you know what I did? I bought the course. I took about a week, if that, going through the course, kind of learning different things, how I needed to set up my account, this and that and the other. And baby, I signed up for Stand Store. I didn't know none of this, y'all. The course walks you through it. I signed up for Stand Store. I figured out how to list the course on my store through the course, listed it on my store, made a brand new account with 0 followers, y'all, on Instagram. I started from scratch, made it a creator account, a professional account, and put my link in bio. And I started making content, y'all, about the course. That's how I did it. I showed up every day. I posted 3 times a day, and eventually somebody bought the course for me, y'all. I made $500 as a complete beginner. At that point, I've made my money back now. And I got all this knowledge. So I kept going. And then here I am now, y'all, no longer working. I was able to quit my job that I hated so much. And the thing is, anybody can do this, y'all, not just me. I ain't any special. Like, I literally, the only difference between me and some of y'all is that I took advantage of it and I started. I saw the value in it and I knew that it worked because I saw some of us just have, how can I explain it without saying it the wrong way? Some of us just have a different way of thinking. Like, some of us know how to use logic. Let's just put it like that. That's the best way I can say it without saying it in the wrong way. Some of us know how to use logic, right? And be like, okay, this person's saying it, that person's saying it, this person way on the other side of the world, she making money. Okay, at some point we have to realize it's not a scam. It's not fake. People making money. Do you want to learn it, or do you just want to sit back and watch everybody, right? So that's kind of how it worked. And it don't take me long to figure out if something right or wrong, because I'm gonna do my own research. I saw the girl talking about it. I was like, what is this she talking about? I start Googling shit. Once you start Googling and going down that rabbit hole, you find out all this information. I'm like, okay, this is real. So I didn't spend a lot of time saying, oh, what is this? I did it, but I didn't spend a lot of time. And I made the investment. I didn't overthink it, because when you overthink it, it's going to hold you back. You're going to try to wait for a perfect moment. You're going to try to wait for a perfect time. Oh, I'm going to wait to this day. Oh, I'm going to wait to next week. Oh, I'm going to wait to next month. Oh, I'm going to wait to the beginning of the month. Don't do that. If you see the value and you want to get to a place where you can be free when it comes to money, finances, I don't even want to say quit your job, because some people want to quit their job, some people don't. But why not build another stream of income on top of your job? So you're not only relying on a job that can let you go any day, right? So that's how you have to view it, y'all. But the course that I started with, I should have had it in the chat, like linked in the chat, in case anybody wanted to click on it and kind of read the sales page. But the course that I started with, y'all, was UBC. Hopefully y'all can still hear me, because I'm on a different window, which I should have already had pulled up. But that's typical me, y'all. Coming on here just yapping, they ain't put no links out. But the course that I started with, y'all, was UBC, Ultimate Branding Course, y'all. I stand by that course. Y'all gonna always hear me say that. Even though I promote other things too now, UBC, y'all, is if you got the means and you able to start that way, baby, do it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And the great thing about it is payments, y'all. Use the payment plan. Y'all think I just jumped out there and said, oh, I got $500? No. I use the payment plan. I know I can find money to get my hair done. I can find money to get my nails done. Baby, when I want something nice, I can find the money, right? So I was like, okay, if you really want this, you got to figure it out. You got to figure out a way. And when they mentioned Klarna and Afterpay, I was like, bingo, that was my way to do it, right? Because I was able to pay $125, a fourth of that, and start. I didn't have to wait. I was able to pay the $125, get access to the course immediately. And the crazy thing is, I still had the right to resell it, even though I was still on a payment plan. So while you own a payment plan, you have the right to still promote the course. And if you make a sale, you made a sale, right? It would be smart to go pay it off, right? But do what your heart desire, right? But that's the great thing about it, y'all. So in my opinion, there's no reason for people not to start. There's no reason for people not to want to learn this, unless you just one of those people who just want to just watch. Everybody different. But for me, I got so tired of my situation. I knew I needed something different. Wasn't nobody stopping me, baby. I was crying in the morning getting ready for work. So I was like, no, something gotta happen. I was like, I can't keep waking up in the morning miserable. Y'all, that's the link to the course in the chat. I can't keep waking up in the morning miserable, upset every day when I get off work because people going off on me on the phone. Y'all, I worked for a bank, so just imagine. It was very emotionally and mentally draining, like to the point where I ended up on a leave of absence from work, like a mental health break. That's how stressful that kind of job is, y'all. I don't recommend nobody work for no bank. Like every time I see the bank, I be traumatized. Baby, you work for the bank? Oh, I don't want no parts, y'all, because it was just God dealing with people over the phone and they money. People are dumb, y'all. Let me just say that. Well, let me take that back. But y'all know what I mean. People be tripping, like, and they blame everybody but themselves. It's everybody else's fault that you got all these problems with your bank account, but yourself, right? So just imagine being on the phone, not in person, because y'all know people real bold on the phone, and people saying all kinds of shit to you, and you got to remain professional, and you got to follow protocol. Like, that got old. And I did that for 2.5 years, and that drained the hell out of me. You're welcome, Jerry. That drained the heck out of me, y'all. I'm not going to lie. It drained me so bad. I had to do something different. And you know what? I'm glad that it did, because the thing is, had it not drained me and pushed me to my limits, you know what I would be doing? Still coming here, sitting at this exact desk, working for the bank, because I would have been comfortable. I'd have been content. So I'm glad it pushed me to a point where I was like, this can't be life. I was like, this can't be life, y'all. Like, I was finding every reason not to go to work. And when I say my stats started dropping, you know how if anybody in here works from home, y'all know that you got different quotas you got to meet, a lot of them actually, and the shit is stressful. You got to meet quality, you got to meet schedule adherence. What else, y'all? It's a bunch of stuff. You got to meet I don't even want, it's a lot. And the reason I knew I was at the end of my rope with my 9 to 5 is because I was one of those people. I always want to try to meet everything, right? I want to give my all, even if I don't like the job. Like I want to do my best, right? That's just who I am. I don't want to be at the bottom. So I would always never ever did not meet schedule adherence. The whole 2.5 years I was there, I always had schedule adherence every single month. If I ain't meet nothing else, baby, I was on the phone when I was supposed to. I was back from break, back from lunch. And I knew that it was time for me to go when I stopped caring, y'all. I was freaking schedule adherence just went down. Like I didn't give a shit no more. I was hitting break in between calls, people calling in, yelling at me on the phone. But when I got off that call, I was like, I ain't taking another one. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I didn't care. I was taking long lunches. And that's when I knew. I was like, baby, you gotta find something different. Because if you don't, they gonna get rid of you. So I went looking, y'all. That's what I did. I went looking online. I was like, I gotta find a way to make money. And me, the mindset I had, I knew at that point I didn't want to work for nobody. I don't want to go from one job to another to deal with the same, you know what I mean? Like that would be, I don't know. I didn't want to go from one thing to find another one and then get in the same place. So I was like, what can I do to make money online that and not have to work with somebody? And y'all, and the main thing that's coming up right now, digital marketing, y'all. If you are not into digital marketing, I'm telling you, you need to be. If you're not selling some kind of digital product, you should be, y'all. And the thing about it is, I'm honest with y'all. Like y'all, I'm not gonna say you have to start with a course, but why wouldn't you want to? And the reason I say that is because yes, I've been there, and my 9 to 5 was stressful. Yes, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I felt like I was a strong person, you know, like I'll never forget, like if I go back and watch my videos, y'all, because I used to vlog. That's the thing. I love that I vlogged and talked about it a lot because you can literally see my journey. A lot of people who bought UBC from me and like found my content, they tell me like how they saw when I used to complain every day and be stressed out at work, and now I no longer work a 9 to 5 and the journey, y'all. Like that's literally what I showed. Like me paying for this course, starting. I talked about when I made my first few sales, completely faceless, y'all. At that, wasn't even showing my face when I made $2,000. So I went through this journey, and people come back and they tell me like they saw it. And the thing is, I didn't want to go to work. Like I was just to the point where I couldn't take it no more. It was either gonna be my mental health or the job. It was one of the two. And I'm not a person who not gonna have no job, y'all. I got kids. So I was like, let me figure something out. And when I thought about the big picture, $500 for a digital marketing course, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Why not? Because y'all gotta think of it like this. UBC is the equivalent to going to college. If you go to college for 4 years and get a bachelor's degree in marketing, baby, UBC teaching you more than the school about to teach you. That's what I'm saying. Like UBC is teaching you more than what you finna learn if you go pay a college thousands of dollars. It's the same concept, y'all. The only difference is you're not going to college for this information. You buying it in the online space, which is smarter, right? You buying it in the online space and you're able to do this at your own pace. And the bonus of all of it is you're not graduating college with a marketing degree. And then what you gotta do? Go find a job. You gotta go find a job now to go work with somebody, right? In the online space, you are able to take courses like that. And when you think about college and you think about $500, then you realize that's nothing, right? You're able to take a course like this, $500, and then turn around and resell the same course if you choose to make your money back. College, you're not getting that opportunity. And I'm not saying I got anything against college, y'all. My daughter is in college right now, literally. And I ain't gonna lie, I be in the back of my mind want to tell her, baby, just we can come on out, you know. You, but I'm not gonna tell her that because I'm not that mama. But now that I know what I know, I be want to just say, look, I know that there's skills that you can learn outside of school, y'all. A lot of these kids go to school, get a college degree, they don't even do what they went to school for. I'm just saying. So that's how you got to think of it. And when you think of it like that, you realize $500 is nothing. By the time you pay it off, you make your money back, baby, you winning at this point. So that's how you have to, that's how you honestly have to view it. That's what I told myself. That's the reason why I made the leap. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I prayed on it. One thing about me, baby, I'm gonna pray to God. I prayed on it. I told God, I was like, baby, if you just make this work for me, I was like, make it work for me. I even had to pray about my job, y'all, because I was so scared to walk away from my job, because when all you know is a 9 to 5, it scares you to realize you don't have to do that to make money. I had to pray about all of it. And I told God, if you just give me $1,000 a month, I'm going to be happy. That's exactly what I said. If you give me an extra $1,000 a month, I was like, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to pay off all my credit cards first, y'all. God gave me 10K. He said 1,000, baby, you can make 10K. And that's when I knew that I needed to raise my standards, right? So I paid off all my debt first, like I said I would. And from then on, y'all, I worked the whole year though. So I worked the whole year. That just goes to show you how we so conditioned to think that we have to just do these 9 to 5s. Y'all, I worked the whole entire year at this job that was stressing me out every day. And I was selling digital products at the same time. Mind you, like I told y'all, I started in April of 2024. May of 2024, I made 10K. Most people would have quit then, but I got to see more. Like, that's just who I am. I don't know if it's the Scorpio in me, baby. I'm going to need to see a couple more months, right? So I'm not just going to make a rash decision. So next month, 8K. Y'all, I was consistently every single month making more money selling digital products than my job. Like, living wages plus more every month. Y'all, I still kept coming to work. Like, that's crazy. Now that I think about it, like, I still kept coming to the job that I hated. I hated the job, y'all. I was already making the money. I said I'm gonna stay and pay off the debt. That way I can pay it off faster because I'm working and I'm making money right on the side, which really wasn't on the side. Like, my side hustle went to my main hustle. Literally, the job was now the side hustle. So I literally stayed, y'all, paid off all my debt, still kept coming to work. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, to a job that I hated, because I kept thinking, okay, if I stay, I could just save money faster. And you know what? I don't regret it. I don't regret it because you know what? I was able to save money quicker because I was still working, y'all, to pay all my bills. All my digital marketing money was money I could save or invest back into my business, right? And I did that for a whole year, y'all. And you know where they led me? On a mental health leave, because I had pretty much lost my damn mind by the end of it all. I ended up on leave of absence from work, y'all. Took a leave of absence for like 45 days with pay. And it allowed me to see that I could do this full time. Like, it allowed me to see how it would work full time. So because I wasn't going to my job for that 45 days, but I was still getting my pay, I didn't have no pressure. So I was able to wake up in the morning, like, do my own business from start to finish. And baby, there was no way I was going back out. I was supposed to go back to work, y'all. It was just a leave of absence. And after the 45 days ended, I was like, who going back to work? Because I had too much freedom at that time. I'm like, why would you go back? And I even still was contemplating going back to work. And at the very end, I put in a 2 weeks notice. And I was like, F that job. And that's how I ended up leaving. Like, I think if it wasn't for the leave of absence, y'all, I would still be going to the damn job like a fool and already making the money. So everybody gonna have a different story, a different journey, but that's literally how it happened for me. I feel like every step of the way, it happened for a reason. Like, every step of the way was for a reason, all the way down to me needing that mental health break. I feel like that was nobody but God pushing me out because he know I wasn't gonna get up and leave out on my own. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna give you a taste of being free. Go and get out. You get to make the money. You be on the leave. And it showed me you don't need that job. And I didn't go back, y'all. And that was in March. So the end of this month, it'll be a full 6 months that I've been selling digital products full time, y'all, and building multiple streams of income. And I have not one single regret. Not one, y'all. And it all started with me investing in a course, y'all. I'm just being honest. I invested in UBC. That's how I did it. Hey, Edward, how are you? I'm good. I decided to get on here since I've been being lazy. I've been being lazy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to the lives, I've been being lazy. But y'all, the course, if anybody is interested in learning more about it, is linked in the chat. You can also always find any of the products that I talk about when I'm on my live. You can always find them linked in my YouTube bio too. I know, Jerry. I absolutely made the right move. And that's the crazy part, y'all. I was so nervous. I was so scared. And it's just confirmation, y'all. You can't just sit and just be like, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing every day and hope for a miracle. Y'all, that's insanity. What they say, if you do the same thing every day and you hope for something different, that's crazy. That's like if I would have kept showing up to work crying and miserable every day, hoping that I'm gonna magically make this money and find another job without doing anything. Like, that's insanity. So I realized, like, I had to do something different. I had to do something different, y'all. And the same way I did it is the same way y'all can do it. Anybody can do this, y'all. There's so many people. Let me share my screen actually. Y'all, I'm on this big old desktop and I don't even know how do you is it the same? I'm so used to going live on my MacBook or my iPad. Let me see. I can actually show the inside of UBC in case anybody does want to see what we're talking about or what it looks like at this point. The good thing about it, y'all, one-time fee. One-time fee is not no monthly membership. You paying one-time fee, $4.99. If you do payments, you can get payments of 4, you can get payments of 6 or even 12, y'all. It just depends on what Klarna, what Afterpay tells you. Some people even get the option to have 0 down, don't pay nothing, and get instant access. So it depends on what it tells you. My advice would be to try both, y'all. See which one gives you the better option and go with it. Start. Don't think about it. I'm just saying, don't think about it, because the more you think about it, the more you're going to find different reasons as to why you need to wait. And my only regret is I waited too long. Like I waited. I could have started a couple months before I actually did, but I was procrastinating. You've been busy trying to make modules in school. Oh, you starting your own community? You did tell me that last time, right? Baby, them modules in school ain't no punk. I remember when I had my little community on there a while back. It was a while back. I ain't no punk, and they take time. That's why I ain't gonna lie. If I do I'm thinking about creating my own something. But I don't know. I'm thinking about it though. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm lazy. Yeah, we're not gonna use lazy because I ain't lazy, but what's the word? What's the word I could call myself that's not lazy? I'm not lazy, but I am definitely that person that is trying to work smarter, not harder, baby. If the work can be done, go ahead. Let me bring it on over here. I'll edit it, right? So I'm thinking about not necessarily creating my own community from the ground up, but something like that. Let's just say it like that. Something like AI helping you. Look, Edward, that's the whole point. Baby, y'all better be utilizing AI. Don't you know you can build a whole course with AI? A whole course. You think if I do it, I'm gonna do it from scratch? I'm gonna use AI. I'm definitely using AI. But I am thinking about doing like my own course, y'all. I just don't know because I feel like I talk about UBC so much. And it's like, I don't want to stop promoting UBC, but how am I going to do that and promote my own course? You know, I know it's possible, but that's what I'll be thinking about. I'll be thinking about shit that I ain't got no business thinking about, basically. It's like, girl, you want to do the course or not? But yes, so that may be something I do. And the reason why I want to do it is because if I do it, and I'm not going to say too much, I may be doing it already. But the thing is, I can control the price. You know what I mean? With the courses like UBC, there's somebody else created those, so we get to be affiliates, which is nothing wrong with that, y'all. It's the smart way to work because you're not having to build something from scratch, especially if you're a beginner. Don't do that, right? But when you do eventually build something from scratch, y'all, I can control it. I can control the pricing. I can run sales, baby. I can help y'all out. Let's put it like that, you know. So that's how I'm looking at it. But you just got to start somewhere. Oracle. I know I probably messed it up. I'm locking in. Hello from Fiji. Way from Fiji. Somebody was it? I don't know if it was you that was in here last time, but I had somebody else in here from somewhere. I can't remember where. Yes, you have to. You gotta lock in, y'all. You just have to. But let me share my screen, y'all, because I'm just rambling and I'll be rambling on. Let me see. Hold on. I feel like I'm huge on the screen because on my side is huge. Y'all gotta let me know if y'all can see, because I can't see y'all when I share my screen. I can't see the chat. I can't see nothing. So let me go back to the chat. Tell me if y'all can see my screen. Some DMs, I'll be like, what is you doing? I'll be going all out, like for people who have nothing to respond to a message. That's just my thing. Okay, thank you. Y'all, but this is UBC. This is how the course looks. You can access this from your phone. You can access it from a computer. It does not matter, y'all. You can do this if you got a phone and Wi-Fi. You good to go. You can do this from anywhere in the world. There's only a few countries that cannot do this. Don't ask me what they are, but it's only a handful. So more than likely it's not yours if you in here from another country. But UBC made it to where you can do this from anywhere, y'all. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it with your payment processor or stores may be different. I don't know, but there's a way to do it, y'all. It's an international course, y'all. People from all over the world are in here. These are the modules. Yeah, but like I said, it's a one-time fee, y'all. You do not have to pay. You get in here once, that's it. Great thing about it is when they add to these courses, you do not pay, y'all. It's a one-time fee. When the course evolves and grows and more stuff, more content, you are not paying for that. So a lot has been added since I started. But it's literally beginner friendly. Start here, literally. There's not a right or wrong as far as going through the course. Just do what makes sense to you. You can spend as much time in here as you want. You can buy the course today and spend a couple days and list it on your store and start promoting it if you want to. Do what works for you. But I would say get familiar with it. If you want to be an affiliate, this is where you go to learn, y'all. Right here. It's very detailed. It's step by step teaching you how to get your link. So if you do want to promote the course, you can. If you don't have to, y'all, because the whole point of this is to learn these skills so that you're able to sell anything. Your own products, somebody else's products, it doesn't matter. You got this module, this one, a branding module. These are the different stores right here. So depending on which one you choose, go to that store and watch the tutorial. Me, I use Stan Store. So if you were to use Stan Store, you would just come here, y'all. And it gives you step by step how to set this up in your store. Like it's very simple to do. Like if you can follow directions, if y'all work the 9 to 5, y'all can do this. And once you set up your store, then you can start going through these modules how you want to do it. You got a content vault. This is basically where you find done for you marketing material to help you promote UBC. Content that converts. This is going to teach you how to create different kinds of content that actually converts. It's a lot of stuff in here, y'all. The another great thing about UBC is it's a lot of videos. So instead of you having to read content, there is video tutorials and talking, which makes it easier. How to stay relevant online, how to sell in your stories, y'all. If you're gonna be on Instagram, I'm telling you right now, 90% of your sales are gonna come from people who watch your stories. So this module is really good because it's gonna teach you what to post in your stories. Basically, all these things. Being taught by somebody who's completely faceless, y'all. And that's the good thing. Completely faceless, has never shown her face. So that's another good module. All the modules are good, honestly. You have resale mastery, how to launch. So if you do decide to create your own course, your own ebook, whatever, this is when you want to come here because it's going to teach you how to launch, y'all. There's a method to launching your own product. You don't just pop up one day and say, hey, I have this. You know, that's not how it works. So that's a good module. Email marketing, teaching you how to do that. Attraction marketing, that's going to teach you how to just be yourself, create content, and the people come to you. You ain't chasing people. If you want to be faceless, y'all, you can be faceless. You don't have to show your face. Or if you want to be smarter, y'all, use AI like I do. If y'all follow me on Instagram, I started off as a faceless creator, meaning I didn't show my face. I used random pictures of white ladies, actually. And I had never shown my face, just free videos I would find in Canva. And then I transitioned to face forward, like showing my face, and I got burnt out with always being on camera. So now 3 months ago, I cloned myself, y'all, with AI. I cloned myself. So I have an AI twin. I can make content in less than 5 minutes, y'all. Any outfit, any scene, like that's a whole nother story. But I literally cloned myself. So now I don't even show my face on Instagram. It's my face, but it's an AI twin, right? You can do that. I'm actually giving Face Forward AI for free, y'all, but I'm only doing that on live. So Face Forward AI for 3 people only. If I do get 3 people who are interested in UBC, when you join UBC when I'm on live, if you do want Face Forward AI, that's another program I can show y'all next. It's basically the AI twin community that's going to teach you how to create a twin, make the twin talk, walk, do everything, y'all. You can make sit down talking videos, all the AI stuff. That's a whole nother community that you can also be an affiliate for. I'm actually gifting that for free, y'all. 3 people only on YouTube. I did it on Instagram too, but 3 people on YouTube Live that join UBC that want to start. And Face Forward AI, y'all, is $197. So I'm actually buying it for you. You have content creation, DM automation. You have an Instagram module, the Reels. You have how to create valuable videos. There's a YouTube module, y'all. So the people who want to grow on YouTube, this is a good module. TikTok. You have Etsy. And then you have a digital product crash course. This is basically a step-by-step, everything you need to launch and make your first 5 to 10 sales. Then you have this, the exact copy and paste post to use your first 3 days of launching your business. If you want that, you have that here. You also have this. This is a little bit on building or getting sales. You also have a little bit on AI. Oh, they got a lot in here. You also have how to sell on TikTok Live, y'all. Huge. A lot of people make a lot of money being on TikTok Live. So they give you like all the strategies to do it on TikTok Live. I lost my window. Okay, there you go. Editing. So when you get ready to edit, y'all, they teach you how to edit on CapCut. So you can edit your videos, your reels, business expansion, taxes, how to create a digital product, how to do memberships, affiliate marketing, if you want to do beauty business branding, how to get brand deals, y'all. That's why I say UBC is just not just about digital products, y'all. It's teaching you like multiple streams of income. And then you have organization and then all the live calls, y'all. So not only do you get a course, you also get calls. They do weekly calls, they do mindset monthly calls, they do tech calls, they do Instagram audits. All of this is free. You can always come back and replay it if you missed the live, as you can see right here. And then they also do master classes sometimes that you can join. But all of the content is recorded in that module. So that's like an overview of this course, y'all. And this course is in 5 languages. It could be so international from any country, but the course itself, y'all, is in 5 languages. So here's Spanish. It's in Spanish. It's also in French. French a little iffy, but it's in French. It's in German. Y'all, that's good because it's in different languages. And it's in Portuguese, I think. Yeah, Portuguese. So multiple languages that the course itself comes in. You got this access to the same content. So that's, like I said, an overview of UBC. Let me know in the chat if y'all have questions on anything I said. And then also, y'all, you have the community. So not only do you have me to help you, you also have this community tab right here. And you can come over here and ask questions or share your wins, y'all. So you always have the support of the community. Like right here, from burnout to 32,000 in 6 months, y'all. That's an example right there. These are testimonials I'm gonna show y'all from different people from different areas in the world, y'all. Right here, this person said they went from burnout to making 32,000 in 6 months. Don't y'all know some people make that in a year? Some people don't even make $32,000 in a year, right? So that's a testimonial right there. Let's see if I can find more. First 5K just from being an affiliate of UBC. So that's an example of this person joining and they made $5,000 just from sharing UBC with people and people joining through their link. This person just got their 100K plaque from Stan, so they made over $100,000. First sale, made their first sale 4 days ago, y'all. So that's an example right there of somebody getting in this and actually making their first sale. Once you make that first sale, baby, it's on from there. This person made almost 4K. Y'all can do that too. Anybody can do that, y'all. This is to show y'all what's possible. This person said, where do I even begin? There were days I wanted to quit, and then she found a way to make it happen. Y'all, I'm skimming. Digital marketing has completely transformed my life. I still can't believe so many people are sleeping on it. 200% works if you do, and I agree with that. And she shared a screenshot, y'all. July 1st to August 11th, y'all. $12,000. That's very much so possible. As a 9-to-5. That's working a 9-to-5. So that's an example of a testimonial from what the course can teach you and what's possible, y'all. 60K with UBC alone. So this person This course has changed my life. I can't believe I'm close to making 100K. Faceless marketing. So this person did it with Faceless. $62,000, y'all. And not even showing their face. $250,000, $250,000 with digital products, y'all. I hate that they don't have my face when I'm on this screen. Like I can't see myself, and I feel off. But yeah, these are just testimonials, and these are not old. 5 days ago, UBC changed everything for me. Joining UBC has been one of the best decisions for my journey. From the very first day, I felt supported, guided, motivated. The strategies, and acknowledgement, encouragement I received. And then she said, "Thank you to UBC admin for always being there, providing direction." And then she shared a screenshot, y'all. 14 days, she made over $7,000 in 2 weeks. So I don't know about y'all, but if you are somebody who is trying to replace your income, or maybe you're just trying to make extra income, you should start. These are just examples I like to show people so they can get motivated. I'm not special. They not special. The only difference is they put in the work. And everybody's journey is going to look different, y'all. Some people going to make money in a week. Some people it's going to take a couple months, you know? Everybody's journey going to look different. But the whole point is to start and then don't give up. And then if you need help, get help. That's why I do so I don't usually do one-on-one coaching, y'all. It takes a lot of time and effort. I'm not going to lie. But I do them from time to time as promo. So when people join, if you join while I'm on live, y'all, I'm doing one-on-one coaching with you. That takes a lot of time and effort to help you come up with a strategy, help you set up your store if you need help, and just help you whatever it is you need help with that you don't understand from the course. Plus, I'm gifting you Phase Forward AI, which is the AI twin community, so you can learn how to use an AI twin to make creating content, y'all, even easier. Even easier. So that's a win-win-win. This person said they made their first sale, and this is an example of what you make, y'all. $424.15 every time you sell UBC, y'all. And you're not selling anything, y'all. You're selling a proven course that works, that's teaching people how to make money, that's teaching them how to go on and create their own courses. A lot of people don't even resell the course. They use the course to sell their own digital products. You know what I mean? Because that's what it teaches you, how to do it. So this person made their first sale. And this was 7 days ago. And they only have around 1,000 followers, y'all. That's not a lot. That's not a lot at all for Instagram. So that's to show you that you can do this with very little following. I made my first sale with less than 400 followers on a brand new account. This person said they went from struggling to $15,000 in July. Single mother of 3. Life hasn't been easy. For many months, I didn't make any sale. It was hard. I would cry at night. And then she put, but this month, July, things finally turned around. I made $15,000 in sales. And for the first time in a long while, I felt like I could breathe. Grateful to UBC because if not, I don't know where I'd be. And then she put the screenshot, y'all. July 1st to July 28th, $15,000. Somebody who wasn't making no money was able to do it. You see? So that's just examples, but I think y'all kind of get that point. But let me know if y'all have any questions, y'all, in the chat. Anybody with questions? Anybody interested in getting started? Anybody need my help? Let me know in the chat, y'all. If you want to know more about UBC, y'all, the link is in the chat. If you want to see if you qualify for payments, like I said, you can do Klarna or Afterpay. That's exactly what I did when I started, y'all. I did payments because, baby, what? I did, baby. I have money now. I still be using Klarna and Afterpay. Ain't that crazy? It's just something about them payments, y'all, that's gonna do it every time. Like I can literally have the money, and if I invest in some and I see Klarna and Afterpay, go ahead and let me pay a portion of that. I do it every single time. Like I be trying to figure out how did we survive without those payment plans? Because back in the day, there was no such thing as no damn Klarna and Afterpay. Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, Sezzle. Y'all, I know every last one of them. It's another one I'm missing. So it's Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, Sezzle. What's another one? There's another one. That's sad when you know all the payment plans, right? But yeah, let me know in the chat, y'all, if anybody is interested in starting. Like I said, when you join on live, you getting one-to-one coaching from me, y'all, to help you if you need the help. I do recommend when you join, though, go through the course. Like, go through the course, because a lot of your questions going to be answered. After that, if you still need help or you just need help coming up with a strategy, y'all, that's what I'm here for, to help you. I'm here to help you, y'all. Now, my DM support is unlimited. Like with DMs, I don't care if you join on live or not. Like, I'm gonna respond to you if you send me a message or email. But that one-on-one support, y'all, that take a lot of time. So that's why I have to limit it. Because if you get too many people with one-to-one, how you gonna really dedicate your time to people, right? If you got a lot of people. So that's why I do these live promos, so you can lock in those kinds of one-to-ones. So hopefully that's making sense. Hopefully I am making sense. Let me know, y'all, in the chat. Anybody with questions? Do y'all want me to go back through the course again? Y'all, why am I clicking? I'm on the wrong screen. Did anybody just join that wants to see UBC, how it looks, the modules? Yes, I'm interested. Jerry, the link is in the chat. Click on the link and then try the payments and let me know. But yes, definitely get started, girl. I'm telling y'all, this can be life-changing. And I just showed y'all. So y'all not just taking my word like, oh, no. People all over the world, y'all, are able to do this. I think Oracle already joined. So congrats. Hopefully I'm not messing up the name. Oracle joined UBC just not too long ago because I got a notification. So congrats. I'm trying to look at the picture to see if it's a girl or a guy because I don't want to say, I can't tell from the photo. But congrats to them on starting, y'all, and taking that first step, because that's what it's all about. You just got to start. So that's one spot already gone, y'all. So if I have two other people, I mean, you can join UBC when you want, but if you two other people join when I'm on live, that's locking in the one-on-one support if y'all need that extra help on getting started, setting up your store, walking you through things more kind of like hands-on, if that makes sense. Some people need that, some people don't. Everybody learn different, right? And sometimes people get the course and realize, oh, this is very detailed. Like, I got this, you know? But I feel like everybody still have questions. Y'all can always reach out to me for questions. Let me see if I can find a few more testimonials. And y'all can see, y'all, these different, that's how y'all know I'm not lying about different languages, because it's in the chat. Like even different currencies, because it's international, y'all. People do this from all over the world. Like you got people who pretty much made testimonials saying they were immigrants and struggling and trying to take care of their mom and dad and then made $100,000. You know, it's like stories like that that should motivate everybody. I'm trying to see. I should have just clicked the testimonials tab, right? That would have been smart instead of me scrolling. This person said, 1 year since I joined UBC and $100,000 later. I love to see it. They said, when I joined UBC April 2024, I was 4 months into digital marketing and stuck with inconsistent sales, barely making 3 to 4 figures a month, no brand identity, no clarity. Without clarity, confidence on social media is impossible. That's true. And then they said they joined. The turning point was joining. 2 weeks later, they went from making $867 in the first half of April to $4,500 in the second half of April, y'all. That's crazy. And she said that momentum hasn't stopped. I crossed $100,000 in revenue, and 49,000 of that came directly from UBC sales, y'all. I've made the majority of my income, y'all, from UBC sales, because people love UBC, y'all. It's a great course. So that's another testimonial right here. Proud to be a part of this community. Thank you, Dre and Jasmine, for creating something more than a course, but a movement. And then she showed like the little April thing she was talking about. To April 14th, she only made $800. And then from April 15th to the end, y'all, that's crazy. She went $4,500 the second half. That just shows you, like, when you get the right educational and the right the right things that you can learn from, anything is possible, y'all. But everything comes with work. Let's just say that. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Everything comes with work, y'all. Because I like to tell people the truth. Like, you have to be committed to putting in the work. If you are, your life can look completely different in a matter of months, y'all. You can go into 2026 with a whole different financial status, depending on how much time and effort you put into this. But yep, y'all, that's the gist of that. And like I said, if anybody just joined, this is how the course looks. These are the modules. And there's a lot of them, y'all. It's a beginner-friendly course, step by step. It breaks everything down. Self-paced. You can go through this however you want. And the great thing about selling digital products, y'all, you can choose to show your face, or you can choose to be completely faceless, or you can choose to create an AI twin. It's really up to you. There's so many possibilities when it comes to promoting digital products. That's why I say it's no excuse for people. People are like coming up with that shy, introverted stuff. That don't work no more, y'all, because some of the most successful people don't even show their face. And they making good money. So it ain't no excuse, because you ain't even got to be seen. You need to be heard, though, but you don't have to be seen. Like, nobody even has to know who you are. That's like the great thing about it. People don't even got to know who you are. But if you want to be seen, that's a good thing too. That is a good thing too. Jerry, are you still interested? Are you working on it while I'm still on here? Hopefully you can hear me and you're not on a different screen. But do I have any other questions, y'all? Any other questions? Anybody else interested in joining while I'm on live and locking in the one-on-one support, y'all? Y'all, I got this heater on over here and it's hot. But I don't want to turn it off, because when I turn it off, then my legs gonna get cold. Ain't that crazy? So I'm suffering in silence. Okay, so you working on it right now? I can wait for you. But yes, y'all, if anybody else is interested, the link is in the chat, y'all. Click the link and it breaks down how to do everything. Choose Klarna or choose Afterpay, y'all, and do the payments. That's the easiest way to do this. Use Klarna or Afterpay. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Because you're not getting stopped from getting access. You're still getting immediate access, and you're still getting resale rights when you use those options. My phone stay about to die. My phone died twice today. That's crazy. Like, how do you let your phone die? That's me every day. Every day. And y'all, if you're not shy, go live. When you get comfortable, you don't have to do it in the beginning. But when you get comfortable and you start learning stuff, go live, y'all. You will be surprised what going live can do for your branding. People getting to know you, and feel like they can trust you more. And the thing is, you don't have to, if you shy, you don't have to show your face, y'all. You still can go live. Like I always tell people, if they shy, instead of not going live at all, do a faceless live where you go live like I'm doing, but instead of your face being on here, your face is not on here, and they can just see your product that you're talking about, and then talk about the benefits of your product. How is it going to help your audience? Why do they need it? You know what I mean? The same thing I'm doing. Talk about it. They can hear you, but they just won't be able to see you if you shy. The more you do it, you get comfortable, and then eventually you just show up on live. Going live makes a huge difference. And it's not something you have to do all the time. It's up to you. Most people start doing it and they like it, so they do it a lot. But you don't have to go live every day. You truly don't. And I'm not saying you even have to go live at all to make money, because plenty of people make money and don't go live at all. But I'm just saying, if you want to do that, it's an option to grow even faster, and people get to know you quicker, if that makes sense. But let me know, y'all, if y'all have any questions while I'm still on here. Any last minute questions about UBC? If you just joined, this is pretty much UBC right here that I'm scrolling through. And it comes in multiple languages. So it's a self-paced, done for you digital marketing course that literally is helping so many people change their lives. Change their lives. That's the best way I could put it. That's the best way I could put it. As you can see from all of these testimonials. This person made $65,000 in 4.5 months. That's crazy. Y'all see that? $65,000 in 4.5 months as a complete beginner. I mean, let's be for real. It absolutely changed mine and my family's lives. I started this journey through an amazing lady, but never had a mentor. And I have managed to onboard 80 students and also gain 4,000 followers. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's life changing for people. People don't be making 65K in 2 years, you know? And to make it in 4.5 months, that's crazy. But that's what's possible because digital products, y'all, there's no cap. Like a 9 to 5 where you know exactly what your paycheck gonna be. This is it's unlimited income. It's up to your own effort. You can make whatever you want to make. This person said, I made my first sale after 4 months of struggling, y'all. So here's one that I like people to see. After 4 months of struggling, learning, almost gave up, and I finally made my first sale. Now, this person could have quit, but they didn't. That's why I say if you don't quit, you bound to make your first sale. The journey wasn't easy, but staying consistent, trying new things, and trusting the process. Huge thanks to UBC for their support. And she just said to those still waiting for their first sale, don't give up, keep showing up, keep learning, and be willing to try new approaches. And then she shared her sale. So that's an example of somebody who struggled, but then they eventually made their sale. And I think this is the same girl who has now made thousands. So you just have to be willing to get in this with the right mindset and really, really tell yourself you can do this. If you tell yourself you can do this and you truly believe it, then you're going to do it. It's just that simple. It's that simple, y'all. But do I have any last minute questions, y'all? I'm going to get off of here in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Anybody else interested in joining UBC while I'm on live? Let me know in the chat. Please let me know in the chat. Why are you looking at me?
You gonna get your piece? You don't want to pay that if I want it, man.
Baby, you got food. You got oxtails. Baby, I'm on live. You don't? What are you doing? Mm-hmm. Let me know, y'all. Jerry, you did it. Congrats. Congrats to you, y'all. So that's 2 people who took action. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's exactly, y'all. Y'all, I'm really on mute over here congratulating Jerry. And she can't. Congrats, Jerry. And I was just saying congrats to you, but that's exactly what it takes, y'all. There's 2 people who joined and took action and didn't second guess it, y'all. That's exactly what I did. Like, I literally was like, okay, I'm doing it today. And I did it. Like, and now look at me. So you just have to be one of those people who just like, okay, I'm gonna step out on faith. I'm gonna do this. And that's all. That's what it's all about. So congrats to them, y'all. If I was on my MacBook, I can do like the little confetti, but it don't do it on my. It don't do it on here. No, let me stop because y'all probably think I'm crazy. But on the MacBook, if you do like little hand symbols, it'll do like confetti. But I don't think it does it on the desktop. But congrats to you. So yes, y'all, I am supposed to get off of here in like a couple minutes. So let me know if anybody else is interested while I'm still on here in the chat, y'all. And then y'all, the two that did join while I'm on live, are y'all on Instagram? Like, are y'all on Instagram or no? If so, make sure you follow my Instagram account, and it's linked in my YouTube bio. Yes, you're welcome. So yeah, if y'all are on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, y'all, because it's easy to send me messages like for quick, simple things, because I can respond with voice messages. If you're not on Instagram, that's okay. But if you are, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, so follow me. Use the link that I have in my bio, my Instagram link. And y'all don't hesitate to reach out to me. Like once you get in the course and then you going through the course, and if you know it's something that you need help with, y'all reach out to me, please, either through Instagram or email. But the best place is Instagram. I'll probably be no, so I don't coach from there. It's just I can communicate from there. You know what I mean? So if we do get on a Zoom, I'll get on Zoom calls with y'all. So like if y'all need help and y'all need me to show y'all something or do something, like I'll get on a Zoom. I'll send you a Zoom link and then we can get on Zoom. So that way I can share my screen or you can share your screen. But yeah, so I don't coach from there, but you can. Sometimes people just have quick, simple questions and they can just send me the message. Because over here on YouTube, you know, you can't do that. You got to like leave a comment. Over there, you can like direct message somebody. But no, I don't coach from there. I actually coach on Zoom. If you need the coaching, if you want the coaching, we can schedule. We can communicate either through email or Instagram, and then I usually send Zoom links. It's how I do it. It's easier like that. But if something else works for you, just let me know. All right, y'all. Do I have any more questions? Any more questions while I'm still on here? Yes, you're welcome. Y'all, time be flying. Like, why is it about to be 8 o'clock? Like, I'm so confused right now. Like, where did the freaking time go? It's supposed to be 8 o'clock. And I know if y'all Eastern time, it's probably going to be 9 o'clock. What is going on? Time really be flying like crazy. Anybody else with questions, y'all, before I get off? If y'all think of questions later, you can still DM me, y'all. Just DM me on Instagram if you do have a question. Anybody? I don't know how to turn my thing off. Are you the same name on Instagram? I'm not sure. That's why I say follow me from the link. My name is Digitally Lane on Instagram. So it's not the same as YouTube. Let me put it in the chat. I keep forgetting I can type. So this is my Instagram handle. But if you go to my bio, you can just click that link and follow me to make sure you get the right thing. But that's my Instagram username. If you search that, it'll bring me up. Okay, what is going on here? Oh. How do I turn this off, y'all? Every time I take a photo, it does burst. On the iPhone, you know how I do burst and it be taking like 25 pictures? Like, how do you turn this shit off? I don't know how to turn it off. It do it every time. All right, y'all. Let me know. Last minute questions, y'all. And I'm about to get off for the day. I'm gonna try to go live again tomorrow, though, y'all. I just don't know what time. So turn on y'all notifications so it'll notify y'all. I never know what time. That's right. Yes. She put my government name up on now. Yeah, but my I don't know if you can find me like that on Instagram. I'm not sure, but you can definitely, you might be able to. But yeah, that's me. I think that is on my Instagram. Yeah, because I'm verified. So yeah, they did make me use my government name. But the other text is my at name. That's funny. Yeah, whenever you get that little blue check and get verified, baby, they be wanting your name. But yeah, that's me. I got glasses on my profile picture. No, you fine because it's on Instagram. I just looked. So that I looked it up. You probably can't see my camera. Yeah, that's it right there. That's the page. Oh yeah. I forgot that was even on now. I don't know why they made me do that. Like, can I please take my last name off? I don't even think you have to have no last name with them. Okay, y'all, I am fixing to go. It's about to be 8 o'clock. I haven't ate nothing. If y'all have questions, anybody, make sure y'all reach out to me. DM me on Instagram. If you have any issues, anybody getting inside the course, y'all let me know. It's really simple if you just follow. I don't even think you gotta follow nothing no more. They switched it up. But yeah, you should have got a confirmation email. It's real easy to get inside the course. So, but thank y'all so much for joining, everybody. I'm gonna try to go live again tomorrow, hopefully. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Yep, I probably will. Yeah, but thank y'all for joining and good night, everybody. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you so much. Good night, y'all. Look at me. I can't even end the live. What? Hold on, y'all.